Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay, so let me take you to the first source. So this is our MySQL Workbench. This is a AWS managed MySQL server. There is a service called RDS service where I created this demo of entire MySQL server. So in here you can see the same table and the same database name also training. So training is our source DB name. And so table name is purchase details. I have done the select star and you can see there are 100 records are present in this table. And if you consider last records from 94 to 100, you can see from 95 to 100, you can see that it is in pending stage, pending status ID. So we need to consider that also. And yeah, let's go to the EMR cluster. So I have opened a managed Spark server in a managed Hadoop server. So it is called a EMR. So let me check. I am connected. Yeah, I'm connected to this. And let me show you the destination also. So here, what I want to load the same table in this bucket. So in Amazon S3 buckets, I have created one bucket named DWS Data Lake, Data Warehouse Data Lake means. And inside we have a folder named Bronze. And inside this Bronze folder, we have no folders created. So what I want a folder name created as a database name. So I name D underscore training as a destination database name, or you can say destination DB name. And inside that DB name means inside the D underscore training, I need a folder name as a table name. Like purchase details should be the folder name as a table name. And inside this, data should be partitioned in the created at ways. So let's see. So here you can see there is no objects. And if I go to the my query engine, so if I select star, so here you can see schema not found means D underscore training does not exist. Also, there is no database. Only one default database is selected. So let us start the demo. So I am giving the same command. I'm just attaching one new jar file which is used to extract the data from MySQL server. And the same pipe files, I have given all my programming files, the same code which you have seen in the local, in the ETL support zip, and the pipeline number as 1. So let me hit enter. So it has started the job. So it is a first run. So it is also saying that is a new object found. First, it will try to load the sample data, and after that, it will full load the table. Okay, so it is completed successfully. So let us go to the data lake. Means let's see, go to the S3 bucket. Inside the bronze folder, you can see that there is no object. Let me refresh it. And here you can see the folder name also present, the database folder name. It's a temporary folder. You can ignore it. Simple. Just go to this database folder name. Inside this, you can see the table folder name. And inside this folder, you can see the data has kept in a partitioned way to the date of created at. So if you go to any of the partition, you can see the Parquet file is present here. And if you want to query this data, you can use easily the query Amazon Athena query editor. If I refresh it here also, see it has automatically selected a D underscore training database, and you can see there's one table present, purchase details. And if I again reselect star this table, so it has first the entered records. And if you go to the last record, which I have tell you to consider that from 95 to 100, you can see all it is in pending state. So what I will do next, I will change the status as completed from 95 to 100 records. And another thing, I will insert new records, insert into table name from 101 and 105. These are the new records. So let me insert it. So it is done. Let me select star from the source. So this is the source. So if you see, the source table has changed. There are newly records inserted, and there are previous record which has changed as in a completed stage. Okay. So what I will do, I will run the same command, the Spark submit same command, and I will do nothing extra. So you can see that it will now extract the only the newly updated and inserted rows. So let us wait for some seconds. So it has extracted 11 records only. Why? Uh, because 5 rows are inserted and 6 rows are updated. So it has now done the pipeline. And if I go to the first to the S3 bucket where the data is stored, so inside the folder you can see there is newly created partition, and the corresponding Parquet file is also present. And if I go to the Amazon Athena, and if I rerun the select star, see now it has fetched 105 records. And if you go to the last record from 95 to 100, you can see these are in the completed stage. These are the from 95 to 94, 95 to 100. And if I go to the next page of this table, you can see the newly inserted records are also present here. See, so this is a same ETL code, same ETL framework, which is deployed in AWS. And we are able to extract any table from any means any table from MySQL source, and we can load it in S3 bucket, and easily we can query the data from Amazon Athena. So yeah, that's a sum. Thank you.
Okay. So how was the demo? Did you understood what is going on? What Ashwini tried to present? If you have any question, you can raise. Thank you, Ankush. Ankush is saying got clear picture and demo is clear. Good. So that is the thing. Maybe few people who are not very much related to the data industry or data things, they might be thinking it overwhelming, but this is the thing which you are going to master. So you should know what is data engineering, why we are doing this, what are the steps we should choose. It is not about कि भाई डेटा उठाया एक जगह से यहाँ रख दिया, ठीक है, ये तो चैट जीपीटी आपको एक कोड बना के दे देगा. दैट इज नॉट द ओनली पीस. ठीक है. So experience will enter, we'll cover it in later slides also. But when you show the logs कि उसमें क्या क्या चीजें ऐड हमने किया हुआ है and कैसे we can add more connectors etc. So that is the thing you should know. Let me present my screen once again. Okay. Okay. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So here what Ashwini presented, so same thing. Instead of MySQL, it is MySQL again, but in AWS, this column is for AWS. In MySQL, instead of local MySQL, it was AWS RDS. Instead of direct PySpark, it was AWS EMR. Instead of file system, it was AWS S3. Parquet format was same, but we will also teach you about Iceberg and Delta in our mentorship because that formats are more useful nowadays. Hive Metastore, instead of Hive Metastore, he was using AWS Glue as a catalog and AWS Athena for query engine. Okay, so that was the basic demo which Ashwini presented, and you this slide is for that how we transform the same thing which we developed in local machine and it is working in AWS. So the same manner you can also learn to deploy all these things in different clouds like in GCP, Azure. But you will just need to change the code, not code, the services, and you will just need to change 4-5 lines of code because in Spark there is something called Spark session, and Spark session will be built on the basis of your cloud.